Former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede is back in the court, this time alongside 21 other co-accused. They face fraud and corruption charges relating to a 320 million rand waste contract. 3 years later, will proceedings finally get underway? Well, that's the question we'll be asking today. Senior reporter Dasen Thathiah is at the Durban High Court and joins me now. Good morning, Dasen. Will proceedings in fact get underway? That is the real question this morning.
That's the million dollar, should I say, the 320 million rand question, whether the proceedings will in fact get underway. We were here in court on the 18th of July. That was when the trial was meant to start. In fact, it didn't start because there were some issues around the legal representation that Zandile Gumede and her 21 accused had. You know that in fact, there were issues around finances. So the last time around we heard here in court that some of the accused, at least 3 of them, were struggling to pay their legal representatives. And as a result of that, we moved from having a pre-trial conference here to what was meant to be the start of a trial. And now the entire case has almost taken a step back to finalize those pre-trial proceedings again. So what we expect to hear today is whether the trial will in fact proceed. And I mean, this is a very significant case in the eThekwini region, both for the citizens here, but also for the broader public across the country, because of the nature of this case. In fact, you have a former mayor here that is accused of running a criminal enterprise through municipal funds. And if you recall the details of this case, I mean, there were almost 2,800 charges that they were facing. And if you look at an indictment, it's over 300 pages long. So the trial was intended to run for more than a month if it had in fact started on the 18th of July. It was meant to run to about the end of August. But there's also a more pressing concern before we get to that trial and whether we see if it is in fact starting, and that's the issue around media access. Lots of journalists have been gathered outside here, as they have been during other court appearances, but on Friday all of them were taken by surprise when a letter was issued by Judge Charmaine Bolton saying that there would be no cameras in court, but most worryingly, there were no reasons attached to that. So right now, I can tell you on good authority that many of the media houses have written to the judge to challenge that. So that will be one of the more pressing concerns as to whether there will be any of this televised and whether that will be considered by the judge before the case gets underway.
Let's hope it does get televised, because like you said there, it is an important case, not just for those in KZN, but the broader society at large. We'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much, Dasen, for that report. That's a senior reporter, Dasen Thathiah, monitoring the Zandile Gumede case for us.